Once upon a time in the small, quiet town of Nutville, there was an important event every year, the Great Peanut Butter Festival. People from all over would gather to see who could make the best peanut butter in the land. The festival was a big deal, with competitions, games, and a massive peanut butter spread at the end. But this year something strange was happening. The peanut butter was disappearing. It all started the night before the festival. The town's best peanut butter maker, Mrs. Crunchwell, was busy preparing her famous creamy peanut butter. She had a secret recipe passed down for generations, and it was her prized possession. But when she went to check on it before bed, it was gone. Vanished. The next day, the whole town was buzzing with confusion. Everyone knew that without Mrs. Crunchwell's peanut butter, the festival would be ruined. People began to whisper, who could have done such a thing? Was it the squirrels? Could it be the Nutty Bandit? The Nutty Bandit was a legendary thief who was rumored to steal only the finest nuts and nut-based products. No one had ever seen him, but everyone had heard of his sticky fingers. Mrs. Crunchwell immediately called the town's detective, a very sharp dog named Detective Barkley. He was known for sniffing out the truth, no matter how tricky the case. Detective Barkley immediately set to work, sniffing around the kitchen where the peanut butter had been kept. He said, this is peculiar. He sniffed again. I smell peanut butter and something else. Something suspicious. As he followed the scent, it led him to the edge of Nutville's forest. There, behind a large tree, Detective Barkley found something that made his tail wag. It was a trail of peanut butter footprints leading into the forest. Who would leave a trail like this? Barkley thought. This is too easy. He followed the footprints, which led him to a small clearing. In the middle of it stood a massive peanut butter jar, and inside a bunch of squirrels. They were munching away happily, surrounded by piles of peanut butter jars. Well, said Detective Barkley. It looks like we've found the culprits. The squirrels froze, looking guilty. Detective Barkley, please, one of them squeaked. We didn't mean any harm. We were just, making a peanut butter fort. Barkley raised an eyebrow. A peanut butter fort? Yes, the squirrel said. We heard about the festival, and we wanted to be part of it. So we thought if we borrowed some peanut butter, we could have a peanut butter party in the forest. But we didn't know it would cause so much trouble. Detective Barkley scratched his head. Well, I can't say I approve of stealing, but I do admire your enthusiasm. The squirrels looked ashamed. We're sorry, they said in unison. We didn't mean to ruin the festival. Barkley smiled. How about this? You return the peanut butter, and I'll tell Mrs. Crunchwell that the squirrels just wanted to help. Maybe you can make a peanut butter pie for the festival instead of stealing it.